Hi friends, welcome to Asana. Today let's get started standing at the top of the mat, facing the short edge. So just stand in Tadasana. You can have your feet together or apart. It might be a little more comfortable to have the feet apart, hips width distance. Bring your hands by your sides, palms face forward. Close your eyes, turn inward, focus on the breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Inhale. And exhale. Perhaps setting an intention while you're here. Something to hang on to, something you want to accomplish in your practice or in your life. Just let that settle into you as you breathe. And then inhale, open your eyes, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Bring your hands all the way to the mat. Bend your knees. Really get a deep bend in your knees. Let go of your head. Let that neck hang heavy. Maybe nodding yes or no. Bring your palms to touch opposite elbow, creating a little more weight to bring you down and bring space into your spine. Keep those knees bent here to start, just gently warming up. Start to straighten your right leg a little, but keep the left knee bent. Then switch, straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. Then switch, keep breathing, switch, and switch, inhale, and switch, exhale. One more time, switch, and switch. And then bend both knees. Let your hands fall towards the mat and slowly start to roll up to standing. Coming back into Tadasana, arms by your sides, palms face forward, close your eyes. Open your eyes, inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Bend your knees a little deeper. Let your head hang heavy. Now start to straighten both of your legs. Maybe not all the way, but just a little bit further, getting into both the hamstrings. Bring the weight forward into the balls of your feet. On your next inhale, push your fingertips into the mat to lift your back so it's about halfway. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up with a flat spine, coming all the way to stand. Arms come overhead. Look up at your thumbs. And then exhale, bring your arms by your sides. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, bend your knees, step your feet to the back of the mat, take your high plank. Hold here on your inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog, take your back bend. Exhale, as you tuck your toes, send those hips up and back for down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or gently hop to the top of the mat, take your forward fold on your exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back, arms come overhead, look up. Exhale, bring your arms by your sides. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, hinge, folding. Inhale, find the flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, bend the knees, step the feet to the back of the mat. Take your high plank on your inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Take your back bend. And exhale as you tuck your toes. Send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step or gently hop to the top of the mat, taking your forward fold on your exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with the flat back, arms come overhead. Sides. Inhale, arms come overhead. Bring all 10 fingers clasped together, and then release the index fingers only. Start to lift up and start to bend to the right, pushing your hips to the left, thinking of your body as between two panes of glass. So you're not moving those hips forward or back, you're just stretching up and over to the side. Keep breathing. Good. Lift up, come to center, stretch up and over to the left. Standing crescent move. So good. Take another deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, rise to stand. Look up at your thumbs. Here's the back bend. You can stay here or maybe bring those biceps by your ears. Perhaps staying here or maybe pushing the hips forward and bringing yourself into a further back bend. Keep breathing. Maybe go deeper or maybe just stay where you are. Then rise to stand. Release the clasp of your hands and exhale to fold forward. Bend your knees pretty deeply. Walk your hands back and grab the bottoms of your heels with your hands. And now start to really pull onto your heels as you straighten your legs, bringing your forehead close to your shins. Keep your eyes open and keep breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Really pull on those heels with your hands. Bend those elbows using your biceps. Good. Slowly release your hands. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Arms come overhead. Look up. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, sit your hips back and down. Take chair pose. Keep the weight into your heels here. And wrap those ribs in so you feel engagement in your center. Pointing the tailbone down at the mat. Gaze is forward, trying to find a stable point on the wall in front of you to gaze at. Just breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to center. Staying in chair pose, twist your torso to the right, maybe hooking that left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Maybe twist a little deeper here in your chair. Try to keep those knees together and at the same line. So one knee is not pushing forward in front of the other. If your feet are apart, your knees are apart as well. Just make sure the knees are on the same line. Take one more breath in your twist. And then untwist your body. Stay in chair pose. Arms come overhead. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe starting to burn. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the palms to touch. Hands in front of heart center. Twist your torso to the left. Maybe hooking that right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Getting deep into the twist. Really pushing that elbow into the knee, so maybe you can go a little deeper. And just being conscious of the level of your knees, making sure one knee is not moving forward in front of the other. They're at the same plane of movement. Take another breath here in your twist, maybe go a little deeper. And then on your next inhale, untwist your body, bring your arms overhead, stay in chair pose. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe sit a little deeper. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Straighten your legs. Good. Inhale. Halfway lift. Lengthen. Exhale. Fold. Plant the palms. Step the feet to the back of the mat. Take your plank. Inhale. And then exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Take your back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes. Down dog, hips go up and back. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Exhale, step that right foot forward in between your hands. Lift your torso up and raise your arms, coming into crescent pose. Good. Make sure you're not tilting your hips here. Till your hips are straight up and down, hips are square to the front of the room. Find length in your spine. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms open, looking up, find a back bend. Inhale, arms come straight up, come back to center. Exhale, take the back bend. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take the back bend with cactus arms. 2 more of these. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, take the back bend, open the arms. Last one, arms come up. And exhale, open them up, coming into that back bend. Come back into crescent lunge, arms come overhead. And then open up into warrior two, spinning your back heel down, arms come to a T. Check for your heel to arch alignment. So good. Flip the right palm up, lower the left hand onto the left thigh, reverse the warrior. Come back into warrior two. Let's do that again. Reverse the warrior. Right arm up overhead. And come back to warrior two. Again, reverse the warrior. Come back into warrior two. 2 more. Reverse. And return. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, return. Straighten your right leg. Turn your right toes a quarter turn to the left. So all 10 toes are now facing the left wall. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale as you hinge forward. Coming into Prasarita Padottanasana, your wide-legged forward fold. Maybe pigeon-toeing those feet in a little bit and trying to reach the forehead down to the mat. Getting a nice stretch through your hamstrings. Maybe walking those hands back behind you. Keep breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can go a little deeper. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, walk your hands forward, pressing them into the floor or the mat right under your face. So you can lengthen your spine and bring it flat so it's parallel to the floor. From here, reach your hands up to your hips. And then on your next inhale, lift your torso up, coming all the way up. Turn all 10 toes outward so you have external rotation. And then sit your hips down, coming into this wide-legged squat, temple pose. Hands are on your hips. Good. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. And exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms come down. 2 more. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Lift yourself up, straightening your legs. Turn the left toes forward and turn the right toes towards the front of the room. Come back into warrior two. From warrior two, just straighten the right leg and start to reach forward with your fingertips, then release them onto the right shin. Left arm lifts towards the ceiling for your toes. On your inhale, reach that left arm forward. Let's do some circles. So now reach it down, back, around, and up. Inhale, coming forward and down. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, forward and down. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, forward and down. Exhale, back and then up. 1 more. Inhale, forward and down. Exhale, back and up. Good. Bend the right knee and place the right elbow on top of it so you're coming to an extended side angle. Let's do those same arm circles here, taking 5 of them. Inhale, reach the arm forward and then down. Exhale, back and around. Inhale, arm comes forward, then down. Then exhale, reaching back and up. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back 2 more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Last one. Inhale forward. Then exhale back. Good. From here, turn your torso to face the front of the room, pivoting onto the ball of your back foot. Arms come overhead, coming back into crescent lunge. Hold it here. And then release your left knee to the mat, coming into Anjaneyasana. Inhale, find length. Line. Pull that core in. Really feel the femur bones pulling up and in. On your next exhale, twist your torso to the right, lowering your arms to a T, and then even lower, bringing that left hand to the outside of the right knee, and reaching back with your right hand. Now, if you can, pick up that left foot and kick it in towards your hips. Reach down and grab the foot. Hand, getting an extra stretch here. Inhale and exhale. You don't have to take the foot grab, it's just an option. Just stay in the twist if you want. Keep breathing. Then untwist your body, release the foot, arms come overhead. Exhale as you bring your hands down to frame the right foot. Now heel toe that right foot back behind the left hand and then bring the right knee down to the mat. Slide that left knee back, coming into pigeon pose. Try to keep both hips square so you're not on the outer edge of your right hip. Hips are square, facing forward. Perhaps staying here or maybe walking your hands forward, coming down a little deeper, bringing that torso over that right knee. Continue to breathe, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. On your next inhale, start to walk your hands back, framing your knee. Tuck your left toes under so you can lift your left knee up. And then pick up your right knee so you come back onto the sole of your right foot, coming into crescent lunge. From here, step your right foot back to meet your left, taking high plank, top of a push-up. Exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, shoot those hips up and back. Take your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Rise your torso up, coming into crescent lunge. Hold your crescent. Make sure you've got your hips straight up and down. Inhale, find length. Then exhale, open the arms to a cactus pose. Take a back bend. Inhale, torso lifts, arms come up. Exhale, back bend with cactus arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus, back bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back bend with cactus. One more, inhale to lift, and then exhale to take your back bend. Inhale, back into crescent lunge. Exhale, coming into warrior two, spin your back heel down, arms come to a T. Check for heel to arch alignment. And then flip your left palm up, release your right hand onto your back leg. Left arm comes up overhead, reverse warrior. Come back to warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Two more. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Last one, reverse the warrior. And then come into warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Turn the left toes a quarter turn to the right, so all 10 toes are facing the right wall now. Inhale, find length. And then exhale, hinge and bow forward. Coming into your wide-legged forward fold. Bringing your hands to the mat. Perhaps bringing your forehead down to the mat. Walk your hands in between your legs, walking them back. Coming down even deeper. Keep the weight shifted forward into the balls of your feet here. Deep breaths through your nose. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, start to walk your hands forward. Push them into the mat right underneath where your face is so you can lengthen your spine. Once you've found that length, bring your hands to your hips And then lift your torso up. Turn all 10 toes outward, finding external rotation with your legs. And then sit your hips back and down into temple pose. Finding that wide leg squat, feeling strong here. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, lower them. Staying in the squat. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, arms fall. Arms up. Exhale, arms down. Last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Straighten your legs. Turn the left toes to the front of the room. Right toes turn inward. Warrior two. Bend your left knee. Good. From here, we're going to straighten the left leg. Hinge our hips back while reaching forward with our left fingertips and then bringing them down to the top of the left shin. Right arm extends to the sky for triangle pose. We're going to do 5 arm circles here, moving the arm forward. Let's do it. Inhale, forward and down. Exhale, back, then up. Inhale, forward, down. Exhale, back, up. Inhale, forward, then down and back and up. 2 more, forward and down and back and up. Last one, forward, down, back, up. Bend the left knee, bringing the left elbow on top of it, or perhaps lowering the left hand onto the mat. Let's do those arm circles again. Reach that right arm forward and then down. Bring it back and up. Forward and down and back and up. Forward, down. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, reach forward and reach back. Forward and back. Last one, forward and then back. Keep that arm lifted now and pivot onto the ball of your back foot, lifting both arms overhead, coming into crescent lunge. Hold it here. And then lower your right knee to the mat. Untuck those right toes, coming into Anjaneyasana, really holding that core in tight, pulling those femur bones up and in. Inhale. And then exhale, open your arms to a T as you twist to the left. Bring the right hand down to the outside of the left knee. And then perhaps reach back with that left hand as you kick that right foot in towards your hips. Grab onto it and give yourself a deeper stretch. Perhaps just staying where you are, whatever option works for you. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. One more. And then release that foot, release the twist, arms come overhead. Exhale, release the hands to the mat, framing that left foot. Heel toe that left foot behind the right hand and then lower the left knee to the mat. Slide the right knee back, keep the hips square, coming into pigeon pose. Keep your spine long here. Or if you want, start to walk your hands forward on the mat, bowing low over your left knee. Stretching into your hips, just sending the breath wherever it needs to go, breathing deeply through your nose. And then start to walk your hands back to your midline. Planting your palms, tuck your right toes under to lift your right knee. Push the mat away so you can lift your left knee up and then step that left foot down so you're in crescent lunge with your hands down. And now step the left foot to the back of the mat, taking your high plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, shoot those hips up and back. Take your down dog. So good. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower your knees down to the mat. Open them wide. Then send your hips back and down onto your heels, child's pose. So good. Lift your hips up. Coming through tabletop, bring your knees, hips width distance. Tuck the toes under. Walk your hands back and lift your torso up, coming into a kneeling position with your toes tucked. Reach your hands back, placing them onto your hips, fingertips pointing down as if you were placing your hands in jeans pockets. Push the hips forward. Start to lift your gaze, coming into camel pose, Ustrasana. Perhaps staying here, or if you feel you have it in you, reaching down with one hand, maybe both, grabbing the tops of your heels, coming deeper into the back bend. Inhale and exhale. Keep those hips pushing forward. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, lift your torso up, hands come back to jeans pockets, and then slowly untuck your toes. Walk your knees together. Lower your hips down onto your heels, at the same time reaching back to grab the top of your heels. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Start to roll forward and down, bringing the front of your head to touch your knees, the top of your head to touch the mat. Lift your hips up, find rabbit. Lower your hips down, gently roll up. Open your knees, hips width distance, lift your hips. And then taking camel again, either keeping your toes tucked like last time or perhaps untucking your toes if you want to find a little more space. Reach the hands back, push the hips forward, look up, find the back bend. Maybe stay here, or maybe if your hips are really pushing forward, you can reach down, grabbing the tops of the heels. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale as you bring your hands back to the back of your hips. Lift your torso up. Walk the knees together. Lower the hips down as you wrap your hands around the tops of the heels. Then lift your torso up. Tuck your chin to your chest. Start to roll forward and down. Forehead meets the knees. Top of the head touches the mat. Lift the hips up, rabbit. Keep breathing. Pull onto those heels with your hands. And then lower the hips down onto the heels, rolling up out of that. Good. Let's roll onto our backs now. So simply shift your hips to the side, bring your feet out in front of you, and then roll all the way down onto your back. Bringing both knees into your chest, give them a big squeeze, perhaps wrapping your forearms around your shins. Lower your head to the mat. Keep your neck long. Spine is totally grounded here. Make sure the bottom of your spine is really getting down onto the mat. It's not lifted. Keep squeezing. Then open your knees up wider than your rib cage. Reach your arms through in between your legs to reach either your ankles or perhaps clasping your hands around your feet, or maybe the fingers come around the big toe. Keeping your knees really coming down, wrapping around the ribs, lift your feet up so you're flexing your feet at the ceiling. Keep pulling down, pulling those thighs around your rib cage and keeping the tailbone grounded, really trying to pull it down towards the mat. Getting deep into your hips. Back of the spine is long and flat on the mat. Release your feet and bring your knees back into your chest. Give them another big squeeze. Then open your arms to a T and drape both of your knees together over to the right, trying to keep both of your shoulder blades grounded here and melting towards the mat. Inhaling and exhaling, finding peace and serenity in your deep spinal twist. Perhaps closing your eyes. And return to center, both knees in towards your chest, and then drape them over to the left. Again, grounding those shoulder blades, really letting them melt into the mat as you find your spinal twist. Perhaps closing your eyes again, just allowing yourself to really feel good here in your twist. Gently come back to center. Give your knees another squeeze. And then extend your legs long on the mat. Open the feet up, at least hips width distance, maybe as wide as your mat, so they're just at the insides of the seams. Open your arms up and allow them to rest on the mat, palms face up. The entire backside of your body begins to feel heavy as you allow gravity to do the work and just let everything go and melt into the mat. Close your eyes and allow yourself to find some time and space for your body to integrate everything it just did, to process it and to let it go. As you stay silent for at least a minute, resting and relaxing in our final pose, Shavasana. Gently begin to bring your awareness back into this space. Notice the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. Notice the sensations in your feet or in your hands as you begin to move the fingers and the toes. Keeping your eyes closed, start to make your way to a seated position by either bending your knees and rolling to one side and pushing up, or bending your knees and reaching forward. So wrap your hands around the back of your knee and maybe gently rock up. Find a seated position that feels good in your body and allow your hands to fall wherever feels comfortable for you as they rest. Perhaps return to the intention you set at the beginning of your practice. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, bring the palms to touch, and then bring the hands down in front of the heart center. Feeling gratitude for the practice, for the day, for our bodies, for this moment. Thank you so much for practicing with us today.